Today is the day for Social Security, and we'll be talking about the $1,400 stimulus check. I have all the details for you in this video. Let's get into it right now. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video. As information continues to change very, very fast right now, I'm doing all the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so that you can stay updated as this information is being released each and every day. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's jump right into the update. All right, so first off, this is the day. Today is the big day for those of you on Social Security. I want to talk through the details on this because I do know that this would impact a lot of you right here in this community. And then, of course, we'll talk about that $1,400 stimulus check. All right, so first off, today is the big day that the Social Security field offices will be reopening. So if you are somebody who needs to go to your local field office, they're now open. You can walk in or you can make an appointment and you can have in-person meetings. Now, these field offices have been closed for over 2 years. It's been a very long time, and I know that some of you in this community have been waiting for these field offices to open back up, as there's a lot of you in this community receiving fixed income benefits from Social Security, SSDI, retirement, survivors, SSI, and you can now walk in and you can have your appointments face-to-face with an agent in your local field office. So what a relief, right? I know for me, I really enjoy meeting with people face-to-face. Over the phone is fine sometimes, but honestly, for some things, you just want to meet with somebody and have a face-to-face conversation. And especially with everything going on right now, a lot of us may be a little bit hesitant to give some of our personal information over the phone, things like that. You got to be very careful out there right now. So again, these field offices are open. Check it out, but here's what I would recommend. If you are somebody that needs to go to your local office, I would highly recommend making an appointment, because if you just walk in, you might be sitting there waiting for a while, right? As I've talked about in a previous video, we've all been there. You walk in, you sit in that big waiting room with a bunch of other people with a number, and your number might be way out there, and you might be waiting for a couple hours. So just be aware of that. And considering these offices are just opening back up today, there's probably going to be a big surge of people going into these offices that have been closed for so incredibly long right now. So just be aware of that. And one more thing I want to throw out there. Even though a lot of the states have rolled back the mask mandates and all kinds of things like this, they are still requiring masks in local field offices for Social Security. So just want to be aware of that, just so that you're prepared when you get there. There's going to have, temperature testing, according to what I've been reading anyway. Obviously, I haven't visited all the field offices, so I have not seen it firsthand, but this is just what I was reading about it. They're still requiring all of this preventative stuff, you know what I mean? Like going forward, so masks, social distancing, temperature, stuff like that. So just be aware of that if you do need to visit one of these local offices. Here's what's also interesting. I just got done reading an article earlier today talking about Social Security, actually. So kind of interesting stuff here. Let me tell you the details on this. This article was basically saying during a time right now, on the day that these offices are opening back up, the article went on to say that Social Security is significantly underfunded. They need more money. Hey, Congress, get some more money to Social Security, right? So they continue to get the payroll taxes, taken out of your paychecks, things like this. You've probably seen it from all the years, as you worked, you look at your paycheck and it's right there on there, right? They take out so much, a percentage of your paycheck, right? But here's the deal. Congress still approves more money for them for their administration, things like this, right? Well, here's the deal. Since 2010 through 2021, Social Security has actually been underfunded by about 13%, adjusting for inflation. During that same time period, the beneficiaries of Social Security have increased by 22%. So we have less funding and more beneficiaries. Again, does that make any sense? Probably not to many people, right? It certainly doesn't make any sense to me. As you have more beneficiaries, you probably need more funding to keep up with all the services for those beneficiaries. Here's another sad situation. I saw this statistic in the same piece of information that I was reading about this. Over the last 2 years that all of these field offices have been closed, 100,000 people have passed away, unfortunately, waiting for their benefits to actually be started because the field offices have been closed. It's been a really slow, ongoing process to do it over the phone and on the internet. It's very difficult to get in touch with people. And unfortunately, these people, passed away over the last 2 years waiting for this process to go. So, yeah. it's so nice that these field offices are open again. So I know that this is kind of long, drawn out. I apologize, but the deal is it's kind of a big deal, especially for those of us in this community. Doing stuff online and over the phone is not always feasible for a lot of us. So it's kind of a big deal for a lot of people. I know for me, it is a big deal to be able to go in and meet with somebody face to face. It's a real big deal. All right. Let's quickly talk now about the $1,400 stimulus check. This is pretty exciting, right? Oh man, it was 1 year ago today. We all remember the day so vividly. I should come back and show one of my videos from last year on this day. Man, what a good day it was, right? It was exactly 1 year ago today, April 7th, 2021. That was the big day. Do you remember what happened that day? Yeah, we all got blessed with $1,400 in our accounts. Now, here's what's interesting. The American Rescue Plan, the $1.9 trillion stimulus package that actually contained these $1,400 stimulus checks, was signed into law on March 11th, 2021. On March 17th, not even a week later, 92 million people out there, Americans, right? Just 92 million people got their checks. Well, it would be about 3 weeks later, on April 7th, 2021, when the vast majority of Social Security beneficiaries, retirement, SSDI, survivors, and SSI beneficiaries finally received the $1,400. Do you remember that one? I certainly do, and it was exactly 1 year ago today. So it's been a whole year now, 1 full year since we received a $1,400 stimulus check. I think all of us could probably agree at this point, it has been way too long since they have actually sent out any type of relief, which again, on the anniversary of the $1,400 check coming out, I think we got to lay down the law. I think we need to lay down the hammer on Congress and the administration and do whatever we possibly can right now to get out to them and say, you know what, it's been a year. By the time that they send something out to us again, they really got to bump it up, because right now, if they sent out a $1,400 check, it would simply be way too late. We certainly know that much, right? And it would be way too little. At this point, we got to start leaning on $2,000, because that is where we're at this point, because of all this massive inflation. And once again, they sat on their hands for way too long now. We're sitting at $2,000 now. This is the magical number that we need to really focus on. So anyway, a year now, a full year has already passed. Well, did that $1,400 last you a year? I'm going to go ahead and bet probably not, right? If it did last you that long, then by all means, a huge congratulations to you. You've done a great job. But I'm going to be honest with you, for the vast majority of us, probably 99.99999% of people, that is not the case, right? The $1,400 came in on that day, and within just a matter of days, for a lot of people, that money was gone already, trying to catch up on bills, buy the things that we've been waiting for so long, the necessities, the food, the clothes, the gas in our cars, whatever it happened to be, the medical bills, whatever we had sitting around that we need to cover on. Yeah, the money came in and it was gone for a lot of people very, very quickly. I remember it vividly. It was only a couple days later. The April 7th was the day, and a lot of people were super happy. We were all super excited. The money finally came through for us. And I remember just a few days later, it was honestly not even a week later, a lot of people were coming back saying, it's gone. I used it all up already. The $1,400, it was great when it lasted, but it lasted me 2 days. It lasted me 1 day. It lasted me 4 days, something like this. It was not long until I started seeing a lot of comments down below. And me personally too, same situation for us, right? Got the $1,400, came in, and sure enough, went right out the door pretty fast, right? I don't remember exactly how many days it was, but I can tell you this much. It was not even a week, right? It goes fast, right? So anyway, as I do get more information on any of these details, of course, we do know as of right now, as long as we're talking about this, I'll give you a quick update as far as the latest details that I do know about this right now. About a week ago or so, Nancy Pelosi was out saying Congress is currently working on direct payments for the people. Now again, what does that entail? Well, Nancy, tell us more details. That's about all we know as of right now, but Nancy Pelosi did confirm that in her weekly press conference about a week ago, and she'll actually be having another one of those today. She historically has those on Thursdays, and that's today, right? So I'll be watching Nancy today and see what she has to say about that. Otherwise, we do know that Congress is working on a variety of ideas for stimulus checks, direct payments, and yeah, there's a lot of different things going on out there, but we've got to continue watching the administration as well as Congress, all these lawmakers, because they know they got to get something done here. I've been reading a lot of different information here over the last few days that Congress is pretty much backed into a really tight corner right now, and they're basically panicking, trying to figure out what can we do to get out of the situation we're in. So Anyway, we'll see what Congress does. But these are the details that I have for you as of right now. As I do get more information, of course, I'll be right back here for you, breaking it down, helping you out in any way that I possibly can, as that is my dedication and my commitment to you and this community. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe down below. It's totally free to do so. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other 2,300 plus videos right here on the channel. Please enjoy your day. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you again later with the next update with more information that's happening right here, right now, in this very weird situation and world that we're living in right now, right? So anyway, enjoy. I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now. See ya.